I love buying things, but I also have a tiny room. So, as you might have already guessed, these two things don't really go well together. And even though I adore having lots of things around me, I hate it when my room is dirty. But those two things don't make much sense together either. So I realized I have to change. And since now it's matura exam season in Poland and non-graduates don't go to school, I finally have the time to, once and for all, clean my mess of a room. But before you continue, I'd love to inform you that this video is kindly sponsored by Skillshare. This spring, I've been wanting to refresh my drawing skills, especially anatomy, and Skillshare has been the game changer for me. It's the largest online learning community for creatives, with thousands of classes led by professionals across illustration, design, photography, animation, even YouTube content creation and more. Right now, I'm working on daily drawing habits, and this class, 28-day drawing challenge, Anatomy for Illustration and Comics, has kept me motivated every single day. And the best part? All the classes are on demand, so you can learn at your own pace and actually apply what you've learned through hands-on projects. The first 500 people to use my link in the description will get 1 month of Skillshare completely free. Join now and start building your creative habit today, one class at a time. And thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring this video.
I'm gonna cherish you.
As you can see, the state we're starting with is not the best. There's mess in every single part of my room. On the floor, in my wardrobe, in all my drawers, on the shelves. This is going to be tough, but I believe I can do it. I really hope this video will motivate you to declutter your room as well, since in the end, it's not that difficult. It's just hard to start. And I'm going to try to complete this makeover in less than 24 hours. Because obviously I also have to edit this video. And our first opponent is my wardrobe. Hello. Today we're going to start with the absolute worst part of my room, being my wardrobe. As you can see, my wardrobe is very tiny. For my clothes, I have these two shelves, technically this one, and this tiny rack. And I'm a fashion girly. I have an absurd amount of clothes. So I'll need to say bye-bye to a lot of them. Also, these are not my only clothes. As you saw, I have way more clothes up at my bed. So it's going to be a bit tough because obviously I love all my clothes, but well, I cannot really live like this. This video will still probably have 2 parts because I desperately need like some kind of drawer to put away my clothes, because I'm sorry, but even God can't help me at this point. I'm going to use this artifact.
Bluetooth mode connected.
Okay, girl, let's go.
Last longer, the more they demand of their members. This does not hold true for secular groups.
I desperately needed to clean up my wardrobe for the summer because I have an astronomical number of winter clothes. But as for clothes for a more warm weather, not really. And also, you know that feeling when you see a piece of clothing in your wardrobe and you know that you don't really like it and you probably won't ever wear it with a lot of happiness, but you still leave it because it's not ugly per se? Yeah, that's me all the time. This time I really tried to clench my behind, and the second I felt I don't really like a piece, I put it away. I also happen to have a lot of stuff at the bottom of my wardrobe, particularly 3 rubbish bags filled with stuff from my childhood that my dad tried to throw away. But aside from that, there's also a box where I put things I randomly find in my school, but most of these were from last year. I don't know, the drop rate fell down this year, I guess. First, I organized some miscellaneous stuff I found in this gift bag. They were mostly hygiene stuff and decor. I don't know why, but girl, sure. Next, I moved on to those 3 trash bags. While we're on the topic of toys and childhood and all that stuff, I don't know if I'm the only one out there, but throughout my entire childhood, I barely had any original toys. So like 99% of my dolls, etc. were bootlegs from the local Chinese market. I remember as a child, I would go over to my friends' houses and one of them had like tens of legit My Little Pony ponies, some legit pet shops, and a foldable Malibu Barbie house. Like, what? I would sacrifice a leg for such fortune. Cause even as the biggest MOP fan, I only had like 5 basic pony figurines. Even now, as almost an adult, damn bro, I'm old, I still see having original toys as a child as the ultimate status of wealth. I don't know. I kind of wonder why it was that way. Maybe because these toys were mad expensive, or maybe my parents simply thought, well, they're just barely our children. They're not gonna pay attention to that. Yeah, I did. I really did. And I'm still kind of sad about it, but not mad. But if I ever become a mom, I definitely won't hesitate to buy my children the legit versions of their toys if I'll have the means to. Okay, let me show you a secret thing in here. One, these are some documents and tons of mangas. Because I absolutely love reading, but as you can see, the size of my room just does not allow it. I need to hide these in my closet for my room not to be too crowded, and because of that I bought an e-reader, so I'm planning to get rid of most of these. I used to be a crazy manga collector. Like, I have over 100 volumes if I'm correct, but well,
and requesting protection for Ovidio.
I also found my fancy Bible that I bought a while ago, but I'm having a huge faith crisis right now, so I haven't used it in a hot minute.
It was the direct result of Adolfo's inspired fear and tightened his grip on the cult, and he used this capacity for intel. The cult humiliated 5 people. One of the victims. Adolfo considered a sacrifice without visible expressions of agony.
I don't know what I was on like a year or 2 ago to buy so many tops that show my stomach. Bro, I don't know, I vibe with longer tops way more now, like they just look better. In these next few clips, my camera got some kind of a seizure because it had no idea what to focus on, so sorry for that. One of the last shelves to clean up was my bag shelf. I'm a #1 certified bag lover. Like, I get myself a new bag every school year. So far I had a can, but it gets dirty like crazy and cleaning it is impossible. Then a darker can tote mini, then a Himawari bag, but its straps adjust themselves whenever they want, so I got mad and now I have my bootleg Samo Ondo bag. It's my child and I love it so much. In the bottom cabinet, I keep my PJs, the stuff I use for dreams, and some mini notebooks. If you wonder why the hell do I have like 10 mugs in this cabinet, well, let me tell you. I love cute mugs, but my dad says we have enough already and don't have any space left to put them in the kitchen, even though the mugs we have are mostly ugly as hell. So I came up with a fantastic solution. I simply stowed all my tableware into this cabinet and voila, problem solved. I even found the letter that I wrote to myself and which I have to open after a year. And I also found my formula booklet I stole from my school, and for every exam, here I would write stuff that definitely was not supposed to be there. So yeah, I was basically cheating. The method was fire, but the teachers eventually found out about it. Ah, bummer. Here I mostly had to fight with papers and documents, which are so hard for me to keep organized, and rearrange the drawers so that my setup made more sense than before. Then it was finally time to get to the huge pile of everything, just this huge mountain of random stuff on top of my bed. And that's how I ended day one. But the next day I logged right back in after my sister fell asleep, and I wanted to speedrun through this as fast as possible. I went through these drawers, which mostly held some art stuff and food. I also took care of my electronics drawer. Then I moved on to the windowsill and changed the month to May on my calendar because I forgot to. I was so excited to finally be finishing up this whole adventure and cleaning up the floor. I had so many bags to empty, it was crazy, but at the same time relaxing, so I'm not complaining. In the morning, I folded my bed, vacuumed the whole thing. There was so much dust. And cleaned the dust off of my furniture. I also added some finishing touches and took down the mini lights because they were making the room way too busy already. And that's the final product. In total, this took around 7 hours, so I was surprised with how quickly I managed to complete this decluttering. I am so content and I feel so free and light now. I really advise you to have a go at decluttering as well. Now I just have like 300 items to put on sale. And I'll make a part 2 soon with a little decor makeover of this room. Still, thank you so much for watching until the end, my cutie angels. Remember to use my YESSTYLE code AngelMarta11 on checkout for a discount and use the link in the description for a free month on Skillshare. See you soon, angels! I love you more than anything. Bye!